Coucou tout le monde. Bien tout le monde. Tranquille, tranquille. D'ailleurs, Laura, t'inquiète pas, je t'ai vu, t'as pas besoin de prendre toute la place. Juste un simple coucou, coucou suffit, hein. T'as pas besoin de faire, de prendre toute la place. C'est un coup à casser plus à casser les couilles qu'autre chose. Bref. How's it going everyone? How's it going everyone? Hello. Hello. How's it going, everyone? We're going straight into the point now. I prepared the prompt list this time instead of just making it as usual because we're almost there, funnily enough. We're just essentially quasi done. How are we going? How are we today? Coucou. Bien, Gwigwi. We're doing fine. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, today's theme is plant. Should be a very broad theme, although the type might be in pause. But, because I'm mad, I decided to mix it with another list, as usual. And thus, today, along with that, is gonna be rotting. I had a particular idea to try out. Let me show you. Voilà. Alors hop, on va sauvegarder le fichier au cas où ça plante. Presse papier. Voici mon mood board. Alors, we're going to try another Mega Evolution, but this time we're going to try it out onto one of my Fakemons. In this case, I think that's Scandalian, which is my grass fighting type based on the melon of Cavaillon, le melon de Cavaillon, and Divaz. So we'll probably give it a plant poison type based on specifically another rotten fruits, of course. That's very easy, but also purple hazel. Hey, go play outside. But also purple hazel, which is essentially JoJo pose. Another JoJo reference. One of my favorite Pokemon to use. Simply because the way it's based on. Ah bah c'est parfait. That's actually perfect. Bah c'est parfait tout ça. Alors je la refais en français parce que Laura c'est la seule qui comprend pas l'anglais. Grosso merdo, ça c'est un Pokémon que j'ai créé. Je crois que je l'ai appelé Melorita. Je me rappelle Melorita, qui est plante combat, qui est basée sur le melon d'Avignon, ainsi que les divas. Parce que justement, avec l'expression avoir un melon à la place de la tête, ça veut dire concrètement tu es une star, t'es un peu un gros égo comas. Et j'en ai profité, bah tiens, on va faire une méga de type plante poison, basée à la fois sur les divas et le purple haze. Et grosso merdo, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Watching the big feeling like I was bored, needed something to do. Ah. Well, have fun multitasking. So yeah, we're going to try that out right away. Purple. Jojo Carlija Les Gong. Yeah, we're going to lean more on the JoJo phase on that one. Just because the purple haze. Ah. So I got Mega Blaziken just for reference sake. So it's gonna be fun. And we're going to use the shape of the rotten melon as a way to play it around. Wait, no. That should be the opposite. We're gonna try to give a mega for my my girl over here. Normally, this should be a gendered evolution, as in there's actually gender difference in the physical description, but I'm going to keep it more closely to JoJo's more to the JoJo pose over here. Hop là. Also glad rotting landing on the planned day, because if we had drawn a non-planned rotting maneuver, wouldn't be child friendly. Ah! I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, just because it's a plan doesn't mean you can make something, let's say, unsettling. There's nothing really that actually prevents. Non, merde. Pourquoi elle a la mâchoire qui s'arrache à la bouche? Alors, alors premièrement, ce n'est pas la mâchoire, pour commencer. La vraie bouche, elle est là. De deux, est-ce que tu as déjà retiré les graines de melon? Tu sais comment ça s'arrache? Et que souvent, les morceaux, ils s'enfilochent un peu. Il y a toujours des fibres qui s'enfilochent. Bah, c'est exactement ça. C'est exactement ça. Attends, je crois que j'ai la version. Attends, il faudrait que je prenne la version mâle du Pokémon aussi. Ça m'aiderait beaucoup. Pokédex transparent. Normalement, il doit pas être compliqué. Voilà, Scandilon. Voilà, Scandilon. Voilà. Voilà, donc si tu demandes pourquoi t'as l'impression que c'est pas forcément la mâchoire, c'est vraiment, tu sais, quand tu coupes le melon, tu sais, quand t'enlèves les graines, ils sont super entrecollés, c'est fait limite un peu, ça s'enfiloche. Et je voulais en profiter pour faire une espèce de, entre guillemets, de coupe de cheveux avec. Et t'as l'impression que c'est des mâchoires, ce que tu crois être des mâchoires, en fait, c'est les graines, en fait, les graines de melon. Ça donne un côté un peu effrayant, certes, mais c'est plus du bait. Bon, c'est pas une vraie mâchoire, c'est... Pour être honnête, c'est littéralement ses cheveux. Ça a l'air con, mais... Alors, soit il restera... Par contre, j'hésite encore sur le type. When it comes to typing, I'm still hesitating. Soit keep the grass fighting type, or because of the rotting theme, we should switch it to grass poison. Plus, I have to base it, partially base it on some of Lady Gaga's reference over here. As to give it a bit more that diva-esque, line. Alors pour l'instant, la forme du bain, on dirait une forme très familière chez les hommes. Alors, Laura, on n'a pas encore fini. J'ai pas encore posé les jambes. On n'a pas encore posé les jambes. Et ce n'est que le croquis. On est encore croquis, on n'est pas encore... Et tu te doutes que dans un univers comme Pokémon, on va pas dessiner des bites. T'es... Contraire, là t'es... Yeah, I could ask here, do you guys have any idea what the boss will mega could be based on? I could go to make it more buff, but I like the inspiration over here. Alors, for boss wall, I know it's meant to be based on. You know what? You could be. You could try. Omen. You could try for rivers. Make it skinny. Make it skinny. Make it the opposite of make it the opposite of actually too buffed. Like he's skinny but also very strong. You know how you can have. I know it's made something like a mosquito where it's out of. It's just. He's basically using all. He's almost skinny, but because he's skinny, he might be even faster. He could just switch his buffiness to a speed version. You can just make it, give it the speedy access. Ah, là, le sarcasme. Oula, ouais, ça commence bien, oui. Ça commence bien. Alors, attends. Où est passé... Attends, où est passé l'écharpe de Purple Haze? Oh, could you get rid of Somos, gain extreme speed? Yeah! You can make it super skinny! And if you want to make it a goofy mon, you could try it out. There's... Nothing is preventing you from making it Yeah, that's a good idea for Boswell. Yeah, you could try to subvert the attention at this point. Now that essentially, simply put, right now, what ZA taught us is that no Pokemon, even the most badass of them all, is spared from being turned to have a goofy design. None is spared. So you might as well embrace the goofio. Might as well embrace the goofy and make it goofy. Because the Pokemon in on itself is already goofy, but it's buffiness. What if it just loses its weight? Non. Voilà. There we go. And because of the whole melon scene going along, when you try to remove them like some kind of fiber, you could give it excuse to give it more gusto. You give it more. Pour l'instant, j'ai l'impression qu'il a 2000 ans dedans. Ce sont des graines. Just a guess, but could this grass type have rotted to the point where it became poison type? Ah, poison fighting. Ah, that'll fit well with the theme. Plus, we could make even rotten meat, and rotten meat, it eventually turns green? Okay, is it true that when you get, especially when meat, when it became rotten, it essentially turns green? Because I don't want to based on that only on the Minecraft knowledge. I want to make sure I'm not saying bad idea. I wanna be sure I'm not saying misinformation, because that could be a very real spin that essentially the rotten part, essentially the meat turns green, and eventually the Pokemon, the rest of the main body of the Pokemon turns pink, which we further example, and we're going to example which will stress down on the purple Azu reference. More JoJo's. Plus, with the up là, ponytail. It doesn't turn green by itself. It's more the fungi that turn it green. Ah, yes, running can turn. Ah, oh. But cool. Well, perfect. 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 Okay. So it doesn't actually turn per se green on its own. It's the accumulation of mold and fungi and all kinds of bacteria coming in. Okay. Perfect. Voilà. Elle ressemble à une fourmi. Question bête, Laura. Sérieusement, je pose la question pour de vrai. T'es au courant que déjà de 1, c'est un croquis. Rien n'est encore fixé. Et de 2, je vais te poser une question sérieuse. Est-ce que tu as... Peut-être c'est offensant, tu vas me dire de suite. Est-ce que t'aurais pas des troubles de l'attention? Parce que pour pas faire attention à ce que... Pour ignorer complètement ce que je dis, que j'explique clairement que c'est basé sur les melons de Cavaillon, Lady Gaga et JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, faut faire... Je comprends que la forme du Pokémon te fait penser à une fourmi, mais quand même. Tu aurais vu... Attends, je vais te remontrer le mood board, parce que... Je vais te remonter le mood board 2 minutes. Regarde, les deux Pokémon, regarde, ils sont maigres de base. T'as l'impression qu'ils sont maigres, mais c'est un peu le Pokémon entre guillemets waifu. Oh. Le bait, le Gunner bait, comme le diraient certains, quoi, c'est... Voilà. C'est des Pokémon fait maison. J'ai un petit autisme, dyslexie, hyperactivité. Ok. Petit autisme, dyslexie, hyperactivité. First time you're asking me if to take green meat. I don't think that's just idea. Yeah, you don't need to read it. Okay, you don't need to read it. Yeah, I don't think you need Reddit to find out that eating green meat is bad news. I don't think it should be. Voilà. Voilà. Voilà, donc on va retourner sur le dessin. Voilà. Voilà. Hold on. Initially, I wanted to make those out of ham, as to make it, but we're going to keep it as what we usually plan, which are meant to be melon leaves. Voilà. 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 Hop. On va enlever ça. 25. Voilà. Hop. Voilà. Voilà. By the way, how much bonus you usually do before stream? Usually get the DIY if you try, so choose how much you plan it. Alors, depends of the context. It depends of the Pokemon you tend to. It always depends on the concept. First of all, mood boarding is a necessity for me because it helps me better pin down what I'm trying to ask and it gives me a rough idea, because having an idea in itself is good, but if you can having a mood board is better because it keeps you rooted in what you've been planning in the long run. For example, by keeping this design like this, thanks to the mood board I showed you, I managed to make this mega evolution look more like give it more like something akin to actual JoJo stand. You can feel the JoJo vibe in there, along with a bit of that Lady Gaga. It's more, and that's a full potential. And because you have a reference of how rotten melon looks like, which is usually just a huge splats of dark brown, well, you can just have an idea how you could color it, and that's all good. So now I'm going to. They look like teeth right now, but those are actually meant to be a melon seed, because melon seed looks it's actually a teardrop shape, like this. And with the fact that it's the second theme is rotting, at least on Stone's prompt, you can just play with how the teal falls out with the rot. You can play with the rotting as a way to make it fall down akin to hair. You can give it a dark. You can make it a darker brown, and all. That's. Voilà. Voilà. But coming back to the whole question, having a mood board is a very good helper because it helps you pin down what you've been looking for, and not just for the reference you'll be looking, not just for the inspiration you're going to take. When it comes to art style, that's also very good to have. That's why I took Mega Blaziken with me. because it helps you better pin down what you've been looking for. And that's why I also took my own one, so that I don't forget how they look like, simply. Ho can happen, to be honest. Merde. What am I? Okay. What? I was wondering why I couldn't move it. Okay. There we go. And because of those melon seeds, you can simulate spikes. You can simulate spikes on its own, which further reinforce the toxic nature of this mon. There we go. Voilà. Merde. What am I doing? Voilà, I was wondering. Voilà, much better. Let me just. Voilà. What's the name? Hop. Point, point, point. Back, whispering Roblox my actual task for Panicate. Ah! Oh, or was it? Or was it? Or was it? Oh, that looks like Predator. That's funny you say that. You could argue that Purple Haze partially looks like this, but... but we're not there yet, far from it. Ah, attends. Oui? Hold on, oui? Hold on. Okay, what happened? Oh, d'accord, attends, hold on. Let me just... The music just... Voilà. For some reason, the music decided to just this. Hein? Bon, bah, go aller me faire voir, hein. Go aller me faire voir, hein. Je vais prendre l'original, hein. For some reason, the playlist doesn't want... Okay. Okay, we just switch playlist. I used the original video game study lunch. For some reason, the relaxing one just kept bugging for some reason, so... But I figured, you know what, we're not going to waste time. We're not going to waste any more time, so we just... Bam. Voilà. 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 Much better. Attends. Relier. On va juste épaissir par là. Pas beaucoup, hein, juste histoire de... Voilà, juste histoire qu'on y voit quelque chose. Voilà. Let me see where I'm going. Ok. Hop. Merde. Voilà. 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 Hop. Voilà. We're going to select the calc. Hold on. Let me go back to the reference. Alors, est-ce qu'il à quoi il ressemble les JoJo's? Ok. Voilà. Des graines de melon, en veux-tu, en voilà. Des graines de melon, en veux-tu, en voilà. Voilà. Parfait, on est bien. Un dernier calque, histoire. Voilà. Hop, hop. Voilà. Petit, on va relier. Voilà. 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 Fais-tu bien? I can tell this is rotten fruit supervillain or just a predator theme. It's supposed to be the former, funnily enough. but I can't blame you if you think that looks a bit like a predator. Can't blame you. That happens. Voilà. Hop là. Hop, fusionner. Hop. And we're going to give one last. Voilà. Then reminds you Halucha. Oh! Oh yeah! That must be the... That must be what was it? Oh yeah, the purple haze, like helmet. That's the reason you have this impression. Et pourquoi j'ai créé un calque? Ah là, je me disais qu'il y avait couilles dans le potager. Voilà. But don't worry, it's more a reference to purple haze more than anything else. But I get the Alucha vibe, probably because of the original manga got a melon seed, which is supposed to mimic its eyebrows. You're not supposed to see its eyes. It's very rare. Very rare. It's like poof. Because the melon the melon head is actually their haircut. So that's why you got this impression in there. Point, point, point. Oh yeah, oh, by the way, I don't know if you were there, go play. For the recap. Oh, that's a melon? I thought it was banana in shape of a helmet. Oh, yeah. It's a bit weird, I admit. But no, that's actually a melon. Because it's the mega evolution of one of my Pokemon from my Occitan region, called Scandelon, which is based on an expression in France called avoir le melon, which basically means you think a bit, you had the two focus on celebrity and all, and I used that as an opportunity to make it look like a divas, namely Lady Gaga and Cara Gira. I can't remember his name. The guy who won, I don't know if he won the Eurovision, but that's him. This guy. Cara Gira, or something like that. So that's why it looks like a bit of a diva, and the Mega Evolution is gonna be a poison fighting, because it's gonna be partially based on purple haze, and basically its whole stand is just, oh yeah, it just released a gas that essentially decompose Ross things on sight, which makes it even more convenient for that theme. Its mega is literally purple haze. Purple haze. Be happy I'm watching video that this vampire. Okay. Have fun. Have fun looking. Have fun with the Lady Gaga episode. Voilà. Voilà. Hop. Merde. Wrong. Two. Voilà. What's in green light? Green light? Huh? Green light? What? Hold on. Maybe I'm looking something? Am I missing something? Parce que là, je vois pas de lumière verte. Hein. Je vais pas te nier que la lumière verte, j'y vois que Pouic. Je suis aveugle man. Aveugle man. Alors, base, voilà. This does play into the painful transmission part of the mega evolution. Imagine actually starting to rot because your trainer asks you to. Devil looks big, reminds me of Metroid Big. Quand tu le dis, ça fait un point vert. Oh! Wait. Hold on. Oh! Oh, wait, that must be the tool. Hold on. Is that... Oh, am I... Okay. Oh, that's... Oh, no. Ouais, d'accord. I get it. Oh, yeah, that's how you... Oh, yeah, that's the correction tool. That's how they are represented. You get this with green line. It's a more... My god, le Scandinavian looks cool. Oh, my bad. Ok, je suis juste aveugle. I am just aveugle. I am just blind. Okay, let me go back. Okay, let me get the file out back in there. Pokémon Pack. Non, PSD file. Je crois que c'est... Où est-ce qu'il est? Gagamelon, voilà. Voilà. Gender doesn't matter in there because I'm just looking for the colors in there. Oops, my bad. Voilà. Body shape looks like Metroid or Samus. Oh yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, I can see why you think about that. Hop, voilà. Des melons, des graines de melon, par pitié. Des graines de melon. En veux-tu, en voilà. And... Hop là. There we go. Voilà. See? Just because of the dark purple I took there, it just turns it very, very weird. Voilà, we're going to keep it as such for the timing, like this, just to give you a rough idea of where I'm going. Just with the base color like this, just how it looks. There. There, that's just the main basics. And plus, vibe-wise, oh, color, Value-wise, that one looks dope. That value looks dope. You can actually discern the important parts in there. Neat. Now I'm gonna have to turn the meat rotten and give this section a more purplish color. Then hop là. Hold on. Let me just like this. Hop là. Oh oh oh. Ho ho. 無駄てるろか。 Just getting back. Au secours. Au secours. Hold on, let me just get the colors out of here. I'm gonna have to hopla. And paf. The meat looks very rancid. Rancid meat for the win. Okay, I'm gonna have though to change a bit color wise over here. Though nothing too fancy, it's going to be very. No, I'm going to. You know what? Hold on. Oh, that's good values. You can see the colors, it's vibrant colors along the way. And the shiny will be entirely based on purple haze. 100%. The fact that it lost its colors midway through is so cool. The only remnant of it are what you're seeing right now. Although I might be tempted to break the shape to give the arms like this. No, actually, no, I should keep it that way because at least it gets better. Voila. Left for 5 seconds and came back to see this Metro Predator looking diva. That's not all. And that's just the basic. Okay, you know what would be good? Hold on, let me just. Voila. There we go. Dark eyebrow so that you can see it better. Hold on, I might. Let me try something. I'm trying to play with the value so that we can see the characters a bit. Trying to play with the values so that it gets better, but I think we're going to stick to what we usually have. I like this, Farah. It's all good design. Allez, hop là. Okay, I think we're going to stick with that. About the values. Donc, O1, L1, incrustation. Voilà. Wait, what am I doing? I forgot about the texture. Hop. Ah, hold on. Hop. Voilà, much better. Voilà. So that I don't get too rounded. Big design. Let's go. Hop là. I don't remember the texture I initially did, but this one looks... I love what I did initially on there. Voilà. Voilà. Voila. Then where should I? Crap. What was it? Merde. Ah oui. I think it was in surface. Shh. No. Nope. Looks more like honey. Who's cosplaying for Halloween? Bro, it only took 1 hour for this. How did you go that fast? I wonder. Experience, my guy. Experience, son. They react to you, to your brain. No, no, je rigole. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's just... Yeah, it's mostly practice, to an extent, but also smart practicing, smart idea. In a sense, the reason I like making thumbnails and mini sketches as mini is that it forces you to pin down your design to what it's supposed to be deep down. Now it's a bit faster because I got the hang of Mega Evolution thanks to my upcoming video, so I don't have to do much design. But when I got a good idea in mind and tend to stick to it, and that's actually a very and I try to use it through poses. But here, the whole point of this guy, or at least this Pokemon line, is that it has to be a JoJo pose for starters. Because it's meant to be the fabulous Pokemon to an extent. It's meant to be quote unquote the Gunner bait to an extent. Unfortunately, in the sense that the female form is basically Lady Gaga. That's unfortunate. Voilà. I don't think I'll be cosplaying because, simply put, we don't tend to celebrate Halloween. Not that we don't actually come out and all, but it's more, yeah, we just watch some horror movies and all. Hope you're having a good time celebrating Halloween though, Goplay. I don't know what you planned, but I hope you'll be a banger on your side. No costume this year, unfortunately. Ah, malheureusement. Same goes here. I will be in out for a bit. Okay. Okay, go play. Voilà. Oh merde. Oups. Voilà. La petite bourde. I'll be cosplaying as myself, actually, and one of the bugs in human country. Ah, Oogie Boogie, is that you? Hmm. Ah. Voilà. Oh yeah, like last time, like yesterday, if you want, if you stay until now, I'm going to show you the next month I'll be giving out. Then I'm going to show you the next Mega Evolution add-on for the next video. More done goofy slash weird Mega Evolution to try out. So if you wanna stick up to the end, that's good. I'll stick around till then. Hey, that's the spirit. Won't be able to say because I'm not in great shape, but I can't wait to see what it looks like video. Ah bah parfait. Good, good, good. But depending of how, depending of how fast I'm going with this guy, I might be able to finish it in a few minutes, really. Yeah. I might be fast. I might be faster because the design looks. I really don't know the design by art. I went super fast at some point. I didn't do many sketches earlier, so I might. You might be there. You might be there. Few minutes is ok. Oui, ça devrait pas tarder. Honnêtement, là, je suis en train de poser les ombres. Normalement, les ombres, ça devrait pas être compliqué. Les lumières, ça va être expédié. Je pense que, allez, au bout de, je sais pas, 10 minutes, un quart d'heure, meilleur des cas, best case scénario, 10 minutes, un quart d'heure, on est bon. Je suis assez concentré pour le coup. On va en profiter. Voilà. Voilà, we got the main basics. Voilà. Merde. Attends. Voilà. Okay, might be good. Voila. I think we're good for now on that guy. Oula. Petite bavure. La petite bavure. Chut. Voilà. Okay, I'm going to give some additional line over here. Voilà. Ça va, j'ai complètement oublié cette section. Voilà. L1. Tac, tac. Quarante. Les graines, en veux-tu, en voilà. Melon seeds everywhere. Voilà. 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 Purple Aether is about to come out. It's going to be, we're getting closer, boys. Merde. Plus, it's a bit of a change in music too. We've been so used to use the relaxing one that we don't get to use them more often. This one is serves a similar purpose, but they got more upbeat song, and there's more variety in music genre. But they're all meant to be chill to an extent. Meanwhile, the other one, while not bad, it's mostly playing piano. It's mostly piano. Not a bad instrument either, but a bit of varieties is still welcome. Voilà. I think we're good on the lights and only need the mini highlights, and we'll be doing the shiny. Normally the shiny should be too hard because I'm just going to essentially mix a purple haze and I'm going to switch the meat to its original color on the megas, on the original mon's meat, and turn the rest purple as a reference to purple haze. I know it's meant to be pronounced purple haze, but it's a JoJo reference. You gotta roll those R's, you know. You gotta pronounce it English, like a Japanese would pronounce English. That's tradition. That's the custom of the JoJo's community at this point. Hold on, I might have a go around here. Voilà. We're almost there. We're almost there, everyone. You're going to see the megas, more megas. You're going to see Mega Hunch Crow and Mega Cinderace. Consider those leaks as a bit of a sneak peek of what I've been planning. It's a treat. Think it as a bit of a treat. There we go. I'm going to switch it to blue. Minus 33. Voilà. Much better. Hopla. Hopla, we're going to remove that. Okay. Just for the sake of it, we're going also to... Hold on. Let me just... Voilà. I'm gonna try something. Voilà. Hopla. Black, green. Da, da. Up, 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 up. Tac. Tac. Voilà. I'm going to... Poof. Edit those. Voilà. Just tweak them a bit. So that all we have to do now is just to switch the color we're having to. Voilà. Voilà, seamless wording. That's one of you few advantage you can get out of using vector layers. When you see those lines, color lines going overboard because you didn't think about adjustment, you can just tweak the lines, just poof. And over here, I think over here, up, going to slightly better, just like this. And same goes here. I'm going to maybe give it done. Maybe darker like that. And we're going to poof, 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 poof. Color them that way. And normally, okay, toi, t'es par contre, okay. You can just cut those lines too, just like this. You just up là. If that's too much, just like this, I can just cut the line around this section, took it that one, and up là. Same goes here once again. Allez up. And here looks perfect because I made sure to put the layer where those lines initially were below, so I don't have to worry about much. And poof, well done the way design. I'm going to try the purple haze shiny. Alors, merde, s'il te plaît. Alors, déjà pour commencer, let's go back to those. Up, so that we don't get. Nice work, love this guy. Yeah, we're almost there, almost there. Almost there, everyone. Hop là, hop, voilà. And now we're going to switch it up. Bon, oh tu sais quoi? Oh tu sais quoi? Allez. It was meant to be purple, but oh tu sais quoi? Et puis merde. Fun. Voilà. Give it a more purple. Voilà, more vibrant. Voilà. And here we're going to mix it out up there, up là. Voilà. A bit like this. Voilà. And the melon, same goes around here. Purple haze, we're going to give it, and what were it? Saturation around here, and voila. I know melon is not supposed to have such a drastic change. I know it's not meant to have such a drastic change, but puff. Meat and poison. Nice shiny. Do you want to eat this rotten meat? No. No, that's because you're sane. You're a sane person. You're a normal person. You don't eat rotten meat. And just for that, we're going to keep the spikes on the same colors because they're meant to be like this. But yeah, we're done. We're done with the Pokemon. We're done with Mega Scandalion. We're done, boy. I gotta ask Crazy if I can this guy. How is it? Oh, yeah, so funny. Cool. So we're going to make the end recap, and as promised, we'll be showing you what I've been cooking lately. Hopla. We're going to cut off this, and we're essentially done. We got just one more, let's say, impulse theme, and the last day after is going to be free real estate. So it's going to be entirely up to me to create that. It's usually it's your treat. It's the treat fun. Yeah, I won't reveal that to you. And tomorrow is going to be reflection and Frankenstein of all themes. So it's going to be a fun. It's going to be weird. Let's be real. Because reflection can mean anything. It can be the mirror. It can be a mirage too. Really. And I had this, and since I already technically done a Frankenstein move with my lurking thing, I didn't think this through. I'm gonna have to make something more new, which is why I'm going to try maybe some kind of. Qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Ah oui. some kind of dragon golem thing, maybe. It's going to be fun. Reflection is going to be quite weird. But as promised, attention, the stream is not done yet. Ahaha. I'm going to show what I've been cooking. AKA Mega Unscrew and Mega Cinder Race. So first of all, I'm going to show Mega Unscrew. Like I said, the point of which is looks oh, that's a shiny. There we go. Here's the main evolution. It just looks stupid. Obese. You can thank the fat chocobo for that. And the Angry Birds for the big shape. Because remember, the point of this of the challenge is not just to create megas. Otherwise, I would have given it something more badass, something more akin to a true mafia boss. But it's meant to be ridiculous. It's meant to be goofy, just obese. Did he eat a Snorlax? Maybe. Mayhaps. Perhaps. I can't stop love. It just... Remember, I only got the idea of the fat unscrew because of its death sequence in Battle Revolution. Literally. That's the sole reason it looks like this. Because he literally just dies. He's just flat on the floor. And right before he gets taken back into the Pokemon, he just tips his hat like it's an absolute feather. Lady. Blurg. Literally. What the hell? Literally. She looks stupid, let's be real. So, at least on the failure part, it's there because it's just obese. But it's more on the goofy side. People could make a meme based on the fat chocobo one. My biggest in the race though, the Grey Chocobo is incredible. Oh yes. But biggest in the race, I may have done goofed on the challenge like I was supposed to make it based on Zizou. But in return I made it unusually creepy. This was meant to be the goofy. As you can see, you can debate whether I had this impression I failed technically this section, I failed the challenge for Cinderace. But in return, it's just oui. Alors, qui es-tu, Daisy Love? Salut, hello Daisy Love, what's it going? Where are you? Why are you spamming 76? I am curious of why 76? Do you like this number? I'm actually curious. What's it going? What's it going? But yeah, coming back to Mega Cinderace, it's supposed to be goofy, it's supposed to be a failed Pokemon, as in it's meant to be an absolute disappointment. But I think there's rabies and rabies. Tu penses? You think? You think? That's a whole joke. But basically, initially the plan was make it something about Zizou. But over time, I made this mon super angry. And I remember something called Watership Down. For any British people out there who are still looking for this stream, I deeply apologize. I do not mean to traumatize you, everyone. I did not mean to traumatize Great Britain again. I did not mean to do that. But unfortunately, and the worst is that to an extent it could be a potential legit mon, in the sense that a fire electric Mega Cinderace is not out of the blue. Think about it. This mon is all about speed. It's more about running. So it could have been firefighting or fire electric. because it's just speed. So it could be very speedy. But because I based it partially on a Watership Down, that's how he looks demented. You just don't want to get this guy very coarse. So at least you could argue, oh yeah, it's a fire electric. So to an extent, about the challenge, I technically failed it. Because I was supposed to make it look stupid and disappointing. Instead, I made it curse, and people could potentially love it. It just gets too fast. He got too much energy. He just got thunder rabies. He's got thunder rabies. Fada. Fada. Bref. I think we're good for now. I thank you for sticking it up to this point. Thank you for loving it. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you had a good fun. So I'll see you tomorrow. It's a Pokemon that I don't really like, but I like its a rich version. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for sticking up to this point. La. Yep. I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Ciao tout le monde. Ciao, everyone. Mwah.